Hello friends, welcome to my law station. Today we will discuss about the Companies Act 2013. Let us understand the scope and extent of company law, which is also known as corporate law. Company law forms the legal framework governing the formation, operation, and dissolution of companies or corporations. It regulates the rights and responsibilities of various stakeholders, including shareholders, directors, and creditors. Let us understand another key element in the Act, that is incorporation and registration. Company law sets out the procedures and requirements for incorporating a company, including the types of companies that can be formed, example private limited, public limited, minimum capital requirements, and registration with the appropriate regulatory authorities such as the Registrar of Companies. What is corporate governance? One of the key aspects of company law is corporate governance, which encompasses the system of rules, practices, and processes by which a company is directed and controlled. It includes provisions related to the duties and responsibilities of directors, shareholders' rights, transparency, and accountability. Let us understand share capital and financing. Company law governs the issuance and transfer of shares, capital maintenance rules, and financing activities of companies. It sets out the procedures for issuing new shares, buybacks, dividends, and raising capital through debt or equity instruments. Management and directors. Company law delineates the powers, duties, and liabilities of directors and officers of a company. It establishes rules for the appointment, removal, and remuneration of directors, their fiduciary duties towards the company and shareholders, and standards of conduct. Meetings and resolutions. The law prescribes procedures for holding various meetings of shareholders and directors, including annual general meetings, special resolutions, and extraordinary general meetings. It also regulates the passing of resolutions and the recording of minutes of meetings. Another crucial aspect is accounting and auditing. Company law mandates the preparation and maintenance of financial statements in accordance with prescribed accounting standards. It requires companies to appoint auditors to examine and report on the financial statements, ensuring transparency and accountability in financial reporting. Define corporate restructuring and insolvency. Company law governs corporate restructuring activities such as mergers, acquisitions, amalgamations, and demergers, providing a legal framework for such transactions. It also sets out procedures for corporate insolvency, including liquidation, administration, and restructuring mechanisms. Compliance with regulatory framework. Companies are required to comply with various statutory and regulatory requirements under company law, including filing of annual returns, disclosure of significant transactions, corporate governance norms, and compliance with industry-specific regulations. Another key element is rights and remedies of shareholders. Company law safeguards the rights of shareholders and provides mechanisms for redressal in case of violations or oppression by the company or its management. It allows shareholders to enforce their rights through actions such as derivative suits, class actions, and minority oppression remedies. Corporate social responsibility. Company law has also incorporated provisions related to corporate social responsibility, requiring certain companies to spend a portion of their profits on socially beneficial activities and present their report on their CSR initiatives. Regulatory authorities and enforcement. Company law empowers regulatory authorities such as the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Registrar of Companies, National Company Law Tribunal, and Securities and Exchange Board of India to oversee and enforce compliance with company regulations. It provides for penalties, fines, and other enforcement measures for non compliance. Company law consolidates a wide range of legal principles and regulations governing the establishment, operation, and governance of companies, aiming to protect the interests of various stakeholders while promoting transparency, accountability, and sustainable business practices. With this, I hereby conclude this lecture. Thank you for visiting my law station.